Do you think that entering a room of exam and giving out the answers to everyone would be helpful? Even if you see someone struggling, would you give out the answers to all of them? Do you think this would be helping? No. In the end, we're all in this adventure to find our own answers. And sometimes unconsciously, we are blocking the opportunity to grow by providing too much help to people. This video is directed at you, empath person. You can feel the energies around you. You can feel other people's emotions and pain and feel it so deeply it can wreck you. This leads you to have developed this very strong need to help people all the time because you know you can. You can tell what's going on in their head. You want to give the solution to everyone and it can be draining. I suffered from trying to help people around me, to save people around me my entire life, and I finally come to that realization that I wanted to share with you to help you calm down with this urge of helping people all the time and being the savior in a sense. So let me give you the recipe to give yourself some peace. Basically, empath, you have the ability to enter other people's reality. That's what it is. You can enter people's head, you can enter people's reality and see what's going on inside of their mind. You can see when something is wrong, you can see what they are going through, energetically speaking. That's why it is so easy for you to tell, okay, you should do things like this or like that. And there's nothing more frustrating than having someone not taking this advice that you know will really, really help them get away from this or that negative situations. This makes me think about those movies where you have a neighbor that can actually see inside of your house. They see everything that's going on in their house. They see that their husband is being violent. They see all the things that people usually in society don't necessarily see. You can actually see that. You can sense that. You can feel that. So that person is actually watching the inside of their neighbor's house. And so every time something is wrong, they really want to provide help. They really want to let them know, oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you shouldn't do that. My question is, don't you think that is creepy? Put like that, yes. This is actually a bit creepy. We have the ability to enter people's reality and see what's going on. Thing is, we're not supposed to be there. We have nothing to do there. It's not our reality. And the thing with empaths is when we talk about absorbing people's emotions, energy, is when you enter their reality instead of staying in your reality and being aware that something's going on around you without entering it. Entering is actually breaking into their reality, and this is violating. Can you imagine if people came to you and told you, oh, yesterday I saw you do that, you shouldn't do that, it's dangerous. I wouldn't put that thing on that shelf, it's dangerous. I would put it in a drawer if I were you. Your husband not gonna like it, and it's very dangerous for the kids as well. I would be terrified. This is actually scary. But sometimes we get so excited in wanting to help the others that we don't realize that we're actually interfering in their reality. We have nothing to do there. It's actually intrusive most of the time. I know that what you want is the best for others, and the only thing you want to do is help them. The thing is that it's probably going to sound harsh, but realizing this really helped me getting out of a certain toxic dynamic I was in. Thinking that it is your responsibility to help everyone around you all the time is actually ego-based. You're putting into question people's ability, people's capability of getting out of their own cycle. Everyone came to this planet with the same abilities, with the same potential to find solutions to our own problems. Everyone. And you trying to impose your help to people all the time, you thinking that you have to help people all the time is actually questioning that reality that everyone is capable of finding solutions, finding the way out of this game of life. You're actually putting yourself as the savior. In the end, by doing this, I thought subconsciously I was the only one capable of providing the answers. They cannot find it for themselves because maybe they were in a bad position, they were going through something and they looked so lost. I thought I was doing what was best for them by giving them all these tools, all these answers, trying to help them so much. But the reality is that I wasn't helping. I was actually interfering in their own journey. Sometimes people have to learn by themselves. This is their lives. And learning means falling, failing, getting hurt so that they can learn and so grow. That's the only way to learn, is to fail. as empath, we tend to struggle with that. And in the end, this is a more personal issue that we need to address with ourselves. Having the ability to see what's going on around us energetically doesn't mean that it is our duty, our responsibility to fix everything around us. It was never asked of you. If you think of yourself as a doctor, for example, you have good skills. Do you see doctors constantly telling people what to do, what to eat, what to drink in the street, with their friends, in relationships? No, because no one asked them to. And in the end, they're only focused on people who come to them for help. But on a daily basis, they're just human beings, and they have to respect other people's choices. They have to allow people to smoke cigarettes without being outraged. They're going to allow you to exist in your own adventure. They have to respect your choices in the end and have the distance to still be there if ever you want my input. Then, well, you should know that this and that. Other than that, I'm not supposed to interfere in your journey. I'm not supposed to. I'm not helping by doing that, actually. Do you think that entering a room of exam and giving out the answers to everyone would be helpful? Even if you see someone struggling, would you give out the answers to all of them? Do you think this would be helping? No. In the end, we're all in this adventure to find our own answers. And sometimes unconsciously, we are blocking the opportunity to grow by providing too much help to people. They need to fail. They need to understand their own lessons and get it for themselves so that they can grow. This is one of the best ways to help sometimes is to not do anything. This is a big one. Sometimes the best proof of love is to not do anything, to allow the other person to learn for themselves. I still understand that helping is still important. We live in a society where we all need each other in the end, and I get that you still want to provide help sometimes, and I totally get that. One of the best ways to be helpful in situations where you can tell someone is really struggling and you want to provide help without interfering too much, without giving out the answer, what you can do is actually dropping seeds. Seeds are basically little hints, information that you drop like that. And that helps guiding the person toward the solution. I've met so many people that helped me in my life with planting seeds into my head throughout my journey. It ended up blooming years later, and it's amazing when you realize something and you realize that this person told me that like 5-10 years ago, and it's hitting now. That's the power of planting seeds. It's dropping information, and even though the person doesn't understand right away, you're planting something, and it's going to hit one day because someone else is going to tell them the same thing, and another person going to tell them the same thing. And a few years, in a week, slowly it's going to flourish in their mind, and they're going to find the solution by themselves to their problem. This is one of the most beautiful and efficient ways to help people without interfering in their journey. Planting seed can look like having a conversation with someone you can tell is going toward a very, very toxic relationship, whether with a partner or friendship. You can tell you've been there, this person is extremely toxic, and it can be just bringing up how realizing your self-worth transform your life, and how now you'll never ever again be dealing with people who cannot meet your boundaries. For example, just speaking out like that. I am never going back in toxic relationships again. I am never letting anyone disrespect me now that I know that there are people that exist that will treat me with the respect that I deserve. It's really dropping information like this that will flourish in other people's mind and will help them whether prevent harmful or toxic situations, or help them just grow and understand better their life choices and help them make the right choices. What I'm trying to say is that you are not responsible for other people's emotions, feelings, and lives. And it's beautiful to want to help other people, but as long as you're not bothering, interfering with the natural course of things, and this, as difficult as it is for human beings to accept, it implies discomfort, pain, and suffering as well. So I hope this video helped you have a clearer idea of what helping really means, and that you will take better care of your mental health and energy, and follow me to be more self-aware on our own behaviors, which is to me the key to breaking free and finally be happy and live the life that we truly want. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.